I found when you do too much, you actually do nothing. The greats are so good at one thing. When you think of Muhammad Ali, he was a boxer. You know, when you put all your energy into one thing, with Floyd, I pretty much kind of just like fucking focused on one thing and it happened.
Yeah.
And I realized and recognized that ability to kind of be willing to sacrifice all this other shit for like a major win in this one category that will be like global is sometimes worth it.
When I talk to like 18 to 22-year-olds, and I'm telling them like, yo, this game is a marathon, not a sprint. You got to be smart about it. Yeah. I don't allow them the privilege of taking a break or worrying about toxic hustle, because I believe 18 to 22 is your time to grind. Like really grind, put your head down, work as hard as you can. You're young, you're healthy, you have so much energy. And then when you start to get a little older and you figure it out, because of the hours that you've put in, you figured out your business and you figured out your pursuit finally, then you can start to work a bit smarter and pull off the reins a little bit. So we're in that phase now where we're working pretty smart, where we don't have to be toxic hustling. We can sleep when we want to. Well, if you're healthy, you know this, the work that you put out is gonna be exponentially better. They say everything happens for a reason, and maybe I had to lose that fight. Maybe I had to have the greatest fall in the history of social media to have the greatest victory. If I had won that fight, would I have gotten this opportunity that dwarfs any opportunity or event that any social media star has done ever? The only thing I can do is work my fucking ass off and do the best I possibly can, and I believe good things will happen. And I realized that type of mentality just becomes you. It becomes who you are. It's all you know. I was doing something around the house the other day that had no like real payoff, and I was working really hard. And I always ask myself now, like input output. How much energy am I putting into this project, and what's the output going to look like? That's where working smarter comes in handy. Like before you do the thing, go how much energy will this require from me, and is it worth it? And just assessing the project. And I found myself doing something where it's high input and low output. And I was like, why the fuck am I doing this? And I had a realization where I'm like, oh, this is just me. This is all I know. All I know is how to work hard because I've been doing this my whole entire life. A lot of people who are in your shoes don't work hard, and they're not seeing the success that you're seeing and you've had on all these platforms. Listen closely. One of my biggest learnings from all of this, and I'm embarrassed that it's taken me 25 years to realize this. It is not enough to be not racist. You have to be anti-racist. Condemn those who feign superiority because of the color of their skin. Friends, hold friends accountable. Hold your family accountable. Hold yourself accountable. And most importantly, we must hold our authorities accountable. Police officers, politicians, policymakers. As Killer Mike said, bully the politicians at the voting booth. Make your voice heard. Attend a protest. Speak up against injustice. If you're white, if you look like me, use your privilege. And for those who do not think white privilege exists, you are fucking blind. You are delusional, and you are part of the problem. We must now reverse engineer the system as a collective. We must open our eyes and realize that there is only one race, and that is the human race. On behalf of Breonna Taylor, we must change. On behalf of Ahmaud Arbery, we must advance. And on behalf of George Floyd and the hundreds of others who have been unjustly murdered in this country, we must evolve.
The mild version of my competitiveness, I will always run faster if there's someone running next to me. That's just how I am. That's how I function. And I know that's what makes me tick. So I like to make myself uncomfortable. I like to surround myself with people that are going to challenge me and push me and compete with me. That's how you grow. You have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. And if you lose, if you fail, fine. In fact, please let me fail. Let me lose. If you can take a hit in the face and get back up and learn from it, that is a win. I talk to a lot of successful people. I meet a lot of talented and successful people, and one thing that they tend to have in common, they win more than they lose. To me, that is about quality, consistency. It's not just you win, you get lucky one time. And that happens through thousands of hours, tens of thousands of hours of hard work.